In March 2025, we investigated this Halal slaughterhouse in Old Ali, exposing many acts of extreme animal cruelty and other depraved behaviour. It garnered national attention. The facility came under fire. They claim they hired new staff, promised to make improvements, and now the police are investigating. But what happened next is even more shocking. With their slaughter licence revoked, the hellhole was shut down. But before then, the FSA gave them one last week to operate. So in that final week, I revisited the site and left one more secret camera to see for myself how effective the FSA really is at preventing further horrors. And this time, with only one single camera angle, this is what we found. Jenny Mace, lecturer and animal welfare expert, analysed 12 hours of footage from 2 days of filming. She documented
rough handling, most commonly grabbing of sheep awaiting slaughter by the neck. High fear levels indicated by manic escape behaviour.
sheep forced to face others post-slaughter and hoisting.
This actually used to be illegal up until 2004.
Extensive pain post-cut.
Indicated by their writhing bodies, head swirling, gasping, and tail wagging.
Ineffective slaughter techniques were also documented.
So, not succeeding in cutting both of the jugular veins and both of the carotid arteries in one swift motion as required by law. One indicator is blood squirting as opposed to gushing and pouring.
Workers are heard mucking around as a sheep flips their head backwards post-cut. And this action here further disturbs the wound, causing intensified pain. These are just some of the dozens of botched kills we documented this round, which led to emergency stunning. Since our last expose, a 20-second timer was installed and some type of eye checks carried out. But Jenny still reported a high probability of consciousness remaining post-cut.
This is for several factors, including the sheer extent of movement present in the sheep. The European Food Safety Authority outlines overall how an unconscious sheep's body should be limp and floppy, so not writhing and kicking manically with attempted head lifts as is commonplace in the footage.
She also noted a lack of oversight on checks for consciousness, also just not checking for multiple indicators of consciousness, as one alone is insufficient.
In terms of the possibility of consciousness remaining in sheep when moving them from the restrainer and hoisting them, this is actually deemed very high based on this footage.
Now this fact is incredibly concerning, as our last investigation exposed many animals dismembered whilst very likely still conscious. This time, due to the absence of any indication of emergency stunning taking place in the dismemberment area, even with just this one angle, we can still confidently infer that at least some of these sheep are being skinned and cut up whilst alive and still conscious. An inexcusable act, which is truly sickening. So let's just hope that the owner's claim that his new CCTV cameras are now covering blind spots is true, but we'll have to wait and see. On the final day, before they shut down, came the hardest scene for me to watch. Hundreds of young, bouncy spring lambs suddenly arrive through the gate. They know something isn't right. Many try to escape, but their attempts are in vain. They see their friends in front of them, heads flailing back, blood spraying, thrashing frantically, before they suffer the same. But what happened next was heartbreaking. Some of these lambs, too tiny for the restraint, get stuck in the gap below them. But luckily this supervisor is on site, so maybe he'll stop everything and show this little one mercy. But of course they don't. Instead, they're shot in the head, slashed across the throat. And left to suffer in a pool of blood. saddest part? Some of this blood could be from their own mother, slaughtered before them.
So an ineffective restraint for all the sheep present. There were 3 cases of this among the section of footage that comprise lamb slaughter. So this suggests that this is happening quite regularly for the lambs.
There's literally no excuse for this, as it comes after we already exposed their last restraint. And the reality is opposed to their inadequate claims of improving restraining equipment and introducing more experienced management to ensure, quote, our animal welfare policy is always adhered to. Well, what exact policy are they all adhering to in this footage? These further findings reveal that even after the scrutiny, the public pressure, the new staff, the supposed extra CCTV, and with the police and FSA apparently breathing down their necks, there were still dozens of serious instances of cruelty taking place here, along with terrifying animal suffering. Which raises the question, what kind of system lets this happen right under their noses, even after a national scandal? Furthermore, can any slaughterhouse in this country ever be policed effectively by the FSA? Or is the entire system broken? You've again witnessed the truth. Now, they can't hide it. And to anyone who's still buying animal products from this broken system, you have to ask yourself, what else are they hiding from you?